I took 3 Pokemon slabs and sold them on eBay for a penny. Now, obviously, they weren't these slabs. These slabs I'm still trying to sell in a competition to see what wins more. eBay stuff I got on auction, or these 3 sets of Kantos birds. But I did sell them for a penny, and it's not because I hate money, and it's not because I'm broke. I did it to see whether or not that collector's market, whether or not it's real, or if it's just a house of mirrors. Pretty much, why is a card worth what it's worth? So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what I sold, how I kind of screwed up. So pretty much, I listed a $66 card, which sold for $28, and an $8 card, which sold for $3.25, and a $4 card that sold for $1.25. I just shipped all 3 bad boys out, but there's still no change on the pricing from Collectr. So anyway, let's just get into it. 1 week ago, I put these 3 slabs up on eBay for 1 penny, but I made a huge mistake. I ended up selling this Kindler in a PSA 9 for about $3.25. And this Dragonair went for right under 30 bucks, around $28. At first I was super jazzed because I thought the Dragonair was worth like $28 to begin with, but then I looked it up and I actually put the wrong one into the Collectr app, so it turned out that the one I have here in my hand is worth about $68. Sorry, $66. The Kindler is only worth like $3.25 itself, so I doubt the price is going to move much. But I'm going to go ahead and get these packaged and sent out, and hopefully by the time that somebody receives them, the Collectr app will update and we'll see just how these things affect the market. Now, if you're new here, you're probably asking yourself, why am I selling these slabs for a penny? I'll explain it. You see, ever since I got into the Pokemon market about 8 months ago, I've been insanely distrustful of the numbers. The math ain't mathin'. So the only way we're going to prove that 1 + 1 does not equal 2 is if we try and succeed in manipulating the market. It's good almonds, folks. See, if you're new here, we're all about markets, specifically making money. And the only way you can understand how money is made is by making money. Nostalgia is big business right now, and Pokemon cards can feel like little pieces of art in your hand, hence the boom. But how do you really know the value of something? Well, obviously you can see the last time someone paid for it, what it cost, which is what Pokemon cards do. See, there's a variety of apps that tell you what the card is really worth based on what someone just bought it for. But the problem is nobody's actually paying what the card is worth, unless of course you're selling on Facebook Marketplace. And even then, some people insist on taking a percentage. But eBay is supposed to be the final frontier. And while you can absolutely go and check last sold on eBay, there are whole cottage industries that have developed around finding out what the Pokemon card is actually worth. You can see an example of what every store uses. If you go on my shorts and look at when I was trying to sell my prismatic evolutions, different stores use different methods to figure out the value of a card. But most everybody relies on eBay. However, eBay ends up taking 15% of the sale value. Not to mention apps like Collectr aggregate all of that data and let you access it in an easy way to find out what your card is worth. So anyway, I gotta go pack up those 2 slabs that I sold for song, and I'll check back in to see how the value looks on Collectr. Okay, so it's been a week. Everybody got their cards. I got paid my like $33.50 from eBay, but the Collectr app is still not updated. As of right now, it still says a PSA 9 Dragonair base set unlimited graded is $66. And when I go to the sold listings, I can see that the latest update is July 12th. The update before that was July 8th. So it feels like it's more or less real time, which means it should have updated by now, right? The same is true if I go to the Kindler. So I don't know what's going on. There's no way that Collectr is just selectively ignoring prices, or maybe it does take a while to update. Obviously, I'm going to engagement farm the shit out of this and say that Collectr is lying to you and you are being misled. But the truth is we don't know, and we won't know until we get some answers. All I know is that this video cost me, let me check my spreadsheet here. Okay, so the Lilligant, 91.7% loss. The Dragonair, I'm down 37%. And the Kindler, I'm down 86%. So overall, I hope you guys like this video. You better subscribe because it just cost me like 40 bucks to make. Gary Grind said, pow, pow, pow.